Apparently, bamboo scaffolding is a thing.
Yeah.
Repurposing bamboo and making scaffolding.
These boys don't watch like.
Hey! Don't group me with him.
Hey,
don't group me with him.
I'm good company.
Don't group me with him.
I'm good company.
They don't watch martial arts movies that are.
I'm a fan of Avatar.
Hold on.
I'm good company, Joshua.
Let me finish my insult. Jeez.
Welcome back to the Wacky Wonderful Wiseworks podcast. We're coming in at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Monday morning. Welcome.
The ice cream truck is the most perverse thing on this planet. Maybe not on this planet.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's definitely top 20.
Wyatt was like, where the heck did you get pizza? And I'm like, I don't know. It's been in the fridge for a while.
Luke falls in the pit, and Darth Vader uses the Force to hit the switch, and goes, "Oh, too easy." He's got all his sass. I'm like, all right.
There's a lot of good moments
on that.
Dude, I can't take it.
Like a pro.
Like a pro.
Welcome back to the Wacky Wonderful Wiseworks podcast.
Okay.
Hi.
We're here again.
All you guys, gals, geeks, and goofballs.
Yeah.
Goofballs.
I want to give a disclaimer.
Give a disclaimer.
I'm a little bit sick.
All right. You got the COVID?
No.
All right. You sure?
I hope not. No.
Well, I
don't.
certainly do as well.
He's had it. He's no,
I'm up and walking around, which means no.
Okay. You had COVID this time last year.
I did. No, next week I started getting symptoms.
Okay.
Well, I feel like now that you're kind of sick and you kind of sound funny, I can't do this voice to be annoying because
They're just gonna
it's
think you're
just gonna,
Josh.
everybody's just gonna be like, oh, that's Josh. All the audio listeners.
So today we're going to be talking about the new Marvel movies.
Yeah. We actually are going to be talking a lot of Marvel today on this episode. I mean, a lot.
Can we just name this
Marvel.
episode Marvel?
No, we're calling it
Your
Shang-Chi
your
movie
improvisation skills astound me. They're second to none.
You think a video called Marvel will rank good?
At work the other day, my boss said, "What does CSR stand for?" He was like, customer service
Representative.
and he was like, I don't know what the R stands for. It's customer service something. And I said, customer service, right of customer service, because it was supposed to be a part of the store. And he looks at me, he's like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
And then I think later that day he said something and I was like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You're on a roll, Joshua.
I don't remember what it was, but we
Dumb
both
crap.
started laughing so loud.
Goodness.
Yeah.
What's causing this? Brain fog? Just Joshua?
No, I couldn't come up with an R word.
Yeah.
I mean, that's essentially it.
It's fine.
Rigetti. Rita.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Reptile. I said representative, though.
Representative?
That's probably
Regional manager.
No.
Recreation.
Rest.
It was the location of the store. So if you're talking about the location, it's customer service something.
Riddle me this.
Writing.
Customer service writing. Yeah,
Hilarious.
that might be it.
That starts with a W.
I know. So it's hilarious.
Um,
Good niche joke there.
Yeah.
Good writer's joke.
Good writer's
joke.
Ride or die. That's my motto.
So we're gonna react to the stuff that's came out for 3 different pieces of work that's coming out on Disney Plus. Came out Disney Plus Day.
Yeah.
And they
What day was
released
October?
teasers.
I mean, November
12th?
12th.
11th?
They released teasers for 3 different pieces and then a bunch of titles for other pieces. We don't have those titles. We're just reacting to the little bit of teasers here.
Yeah.
Which is She-Hulk, Moon Knight, and what was that other girl? Miss Marvel? Miss Marvel?
Maybe.
Miss Marvel.
I think it is. We're going to go
She
ahead
the
and
one
watch
with the
it.
hands?
The hands. Now, right off the bat, I think Miss Marvel is going to be more of a kids series.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, a little kid. All right.
Joshua.
She can.
Sorry, I'm about to
She can
sneeze
expand.
and my eyes
She can
start
like
watering.
Well, sneeze that
expand
way.
her
Yeah,
feet and hands. Miss Marvel,
Probably.
I think.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and watch this.
Yeah.
I'm Jennifer Walters.
Jennifer
A
Walters.
normal lawyer.
Mm.
Well, not that normal.
These transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
All right, there's She-Hulk.
That's a good reference.
Well, we'll go on to the next one.
Let's talk about you.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City. You're safe, world.
Maybe not.
Hmm.
I got this, right? Oh.
Yeah, Ms. Marvel.
Okay.
And now we get the last one.
Oscar Isaacs.
Leto.
Tell the difference between my wake and life.
This guy's in a lot lately.
The voice in your head. It devours you.
If they felt a little choppy, that is simply, sorry, that is simply because these they cut together a bunch of stuff. It was like one long trailer with everything, including titles. These are a couple videos I found that I spliced together that took the clips from each thing and put them all into one. So yeah.
What are you guys thinking? What's in your head?
I don't think Miss Marvel's gonna be for me.
Yeah.
I do think I could get behind She-Hulk. Definitely behind Moon Knight.
Okay.
Well, She-Hulk is definitely, I don't know when the other two are like timeline wise, but She-Hulk is definitely after Endgame, or at least after the snap, because we have Bruce.
I think everything at this
Banner
point is after the snap.
He's Hulk and himself.
I think as far as stuff like Black Widow, I don't know that they're going to be doing too much more stuff before the snap.
Yeah.
But also in we're going to be talking about this later in Shang-Chi, Bruce showed up.
Yeah, he did.
And he had a cast on his arm, indicating after he made the snap.
Yeah,
but it wasn't Professor Hulk, it was Bruce.
Yeah, I believe Shang-Chi, like you said, we'll get into it. I believe it is in between Far From Home and this one coming out, No Way Home. It's somewhere in between those two films.
Did you guys catch the Hulk reference?
Just the you won't like me when I'm angry.
Where
it had the
she's-
black bars, like old footage.
Yeah, well, he's leaning against the thing and she's standing there. She's saying the line in the original Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno, who plays the Hulk. One of the scenes, it's got or David Banner actually is his name in that. He's leaning against the thing and he's telling the reporter, he's like, "Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry." And I like that, just that little
Just a
callback.
little reference there. That's cool. I didn't know about that. Joshua, you look like you're
I'm dying over here.
struggling.
You all right?
I'm dying over here for a minute. Yeah.
People that are watching this are going to be worried that you're giving us COVID right now.
Yeah.
No, he's been sick for a couple days. He doesn't have any fever and he doesn't have any. I was noticing it too. Your eyes are getting real puffy.
You
and
trying to hold on to
watery.
sneeze?
Yeah. I know I'm trying to sneeze, but it doesn't want me to sneeze.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sneeze don't want to happen. I think overall, like, so these, what do you think? Can you get behind any of these?
I'm gonna be. I think I'm interested in definitely kind of like She-Hulk and Moon Knight. I don't know about Miss Marvel yet.
I don't think Miss Marvel's
Could
going to be
more
for
of
us.
Yeah, it could be more of a kid's show. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fun for kids.
Let them have it.
Let them have it. Let the kid give the kids something.
I will have to see, because I thought like WandaVision. I was like, what is this WandaVision? It looks a little bit odd. And then I watched it and I'm like, this is actually good. I like it a lot. I remember, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Filtering myself.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. That's
know?
not something.
It's not. It doesn't happen every day. So
Yeah.
now I'm guessing that I don't know nothing about She-Hulk as a story, or
I don't
Moon
know
Knight.
too much about She-Hulk either.
I don't know nothing about Moon Knight either, other than what that gave us, which apparently he has superpowers of some kind. He goes into like this disassociative state.
Sorta
he
like-
does superhero things and then wakes up.
I'm gonna say sort of like Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man.
Okay.
You know, where Osborn is talking to the voice,
Yeah,
Green Goblin. It's probably gonna be something like that, some sort of schizophrenia type
Yeah, it definitely has a
disassociation.
darker feel to it.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to She-Hulk because number one, as far as the Hulk goes, we haven't seen too many Hulk
Movies.
movies,
we've seen movies,
and we haven't
but
seen
not-
too many other Hulk villains. We haven't seen a Red
Yeah.
Hulk. We haven't seen. I'm really looking forward to seeing a little bit more Abomination, who is in Shang-Chi. I want to see the Mind Dude. You know, all these Hulk characters that are really cool. I want to see that. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah, it definitely would be fun. I'm a little worried just because even by the graphic they chose for that She-Hulk doesn't feel like Marvel. I'm worried it's
Arrow, didn't it?
No, it felt like
I don't know.
Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm worried it's gonna have like a Supergirl show kind of feel. That's just like really terrible. I'm worried about
I've
that.
learned that
Haha, you're gonna get the hate this time.
I'm just saying. I said I'm worried. I didn't say that's what I think.
for what, criticizing Supergirl?
No, I'm worried about the graphic, and I'm worried
Supergirl
about
sucks.
Supergirl does
No,
suck.
criticizing
Everybody
She-Hulk.
Oh, I've learned not to look. I've learned not to question the graphic. Okay,
Yeah.
I saw how
That's
terrible.
General rule: don't
That's
question
true,
the
yeah.
I
graphic.
saw how terrible the Loki graphic was, and I was like, why couldn't somebody have done something? And then when Loki came out,
Yeah.
it made a ton of sense. And
Now,
I was like, okay.
I saw that graphic and I was like, sick. You didn't like it?
You
The-
think
the first- the
graphic
original-
design
the
guy
original
at
Loki?
Marvel
Yeah.
Studios needs to get fired and rehire
No,
somebody.
I saw
No,
that.
the thing is, there was nothing interesting about the She-Hulk except because it just was a slice and then words came out. That's like the most basic
yeah.
animation for text I've ever seen. It wasn't interesting. It wasn't even designed interesting. It's just
I'm
like
talking
this
like-
bladey looking metallic words.
I'm talking like the still image of the Loki logo.
Yeah, with the multiple designs.
That was probably one of the worst things I had ever seen, and I kept thinking to myself, who
What the heck is
who
in there?
approved this?
What did you want it to be?
Who
Like
signed off on
golden
this?
and flowy?
I wanted it to represent Loki as we've seen him. I wanted it to be green and gold
had
and
those.
very sort of Scandinavian, Viking looking font.
Okay,
And I didn't get that, but then when Loki came out,
made sense.
it made a ton of sense.
Yeah, and I know they tend to make sense. I don't know where they're going with the She-Hulk.
I think Marvel's making a little bit more than sense. They're making
They're making a few dollars.
millions.
They're making bucks, money.
Yeah, they're making real money.
Yeah.
But Moon Knight, I think I'm looking forward to that one the most.
Yeah. You like
I don't
that
know
actor?
anything about
What's
it.
his name?
Oscar Isaacs.
Yeah.
I was just saying he's got Star Wars money.
He's got Star
He's got
Wars money.
Dune money.
Dune money.
Now he's about to get some of that Marvel money.
Yeah.
Dude, he is doing well for himself.
Ex Machina.
Illuminati money.
Yeah. He's got X-Men money.
Huh?
He played Apocalypse
Oh
in
yeah,
X-Men.
Illuminati. Illuminati. He's got
connections.
He's got connections.
How's he doing this?
Maybe he's a good actor.
That can't be
That
it.
can't be it.
That
No,
can't be
no,
it.
No, that's not it.
Surely
Well-
not.
Yeah, he kind of came out of nowhere, and then he's just got everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got everything.
Killing
Just
it.
like Timothy, including my wife's heart.
I'm sorry.
She sent me links today
Yeah.
of another Timothy movie she wants to watch.
Which movie?
I don't know. I think it's called like. Let me. She put it in the title of the thing. Hold on. She called it. She was saying it was a New Time movie.
Okay. Yeah, that's not one I've heard of.
I just learned something. I know
No,
it's
The French Dispatch.
I know it's been, yeah, he is in that with what's the brothers, the the guy that plays the
Two
cowboy
brothers.
on Night in the Museum. What's his name?
Owen Wilson. The
Well,
Wilson
no,
brothers.
Yes.
Wow.
Owen Wilson. He's in that movie.
Owen and Luke. Yeah. Good guy.
Apparently also Timothy.
Yes. You know something that this is off topic a little bit, but
swoopy
movies that
hair
are coming
You always
out.
are doing this.
Yes, I do.
All right.
This is my thing. Last Friday, when this episode comes out, original Netflix film, new Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh.
You always
movie's
got to
coming out.
slow
No.
down when you
Yeah,
get to that
I
name.
can't say his name. But you know who's playing the main actor and he's singing in it?
Let me guess. Ben Platt.
No, Andrew Garfield. He's singing in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Makes sense. Just sneeze.
Is this still part of the movie review?
Yeah, it
I
is
don't know when-
technically. Yeah. We're just wrapping up
yeah.
our thoughts about this.
Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel. They're gonna be coming out. We're gonna be looking at them. We're gonna be checking them out.
We're going to be watching them.
You know.
Maybe not Miss Marvel.
Well, we'll look at it.
We might start
Might
the first
look.
half.
It could be very sweet and endearing.
Yeah.
Sweet and endearing.
I mean, like it's like what's the one? The Zoom.
Zoom, yeah.
Is that-
yeah? Zoom with Tim Allen.
No. The one with.
I was gonna agree.
kid,
That's
the
sweet
kid
and endearing.
becomes big and he's a superhero.
Shazam.
Shazam. Yes.
Yeah, Shazam. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think
one.
Shazam wasn't a kid film.
It
Definite,
wasn't?
and Zoom is definitely better than Shazam. Can we all agree that? Can we all agree that even though Zoom is not a great movie, it's better than Shazam?
I haven't seen Shazam.
Wasn't a kids movie. I
don't
thought it was
think so.
made.
I think
for
it's
kids.
PG-13.
No, it's
It's-
a kids
yeah.
movie.
No, it's PG-13. it's a comedy.
kids movie.
It's a
Let's wrap
it's a
this
family
up.
comedy.
Boys, let's wrap this up.
All right. We love Marvel. Let's talk about it some more.
Yes. I feel like this is a nice getting uphill episode.
No, it's not. It's just because you're
Just
high.
for you.
For me, yes.
Before we like completely transition, I did want to mention something. Somebody said in the comments about what was it that about Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
Did you see the comment where the guy was like, "Wow, just judge it before it comes out."
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, that's what reactions are. That's what trailers are for. To give you a feel of what this is going to be.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the show and you're looking at what they showed us, how are you know,
Just judge it before it comes out. What do you think a trailer is?
what do you want? What do you want? What do you
Get a
want?
vibe
what do
before
you
it
want
comes out.
reaction channels to do? Watch it and go, that's what the.
No, this honestly, people that are fans of something that are looking for reaction videos, they're finding reaction videos and all they want them to do is go like, I'm so excited.
Yeah, what they're
See you in the
looking
next
for
video.
is they're looking for positive reinforcement to either reinforce their own ideas or they're looking for negative things so that they can give negative feedback.
Yeah.
And all they want is echo chamber. That's all they. When I used to watch movie reactions and TV show reactions from, Screen Junkies and Collider and all these big ones and even smaller YouTube channels, I was looking for feedback and I was creating an echo chamber. And then I don't remember which movie came out, which couple of movies came out where they were praising a movie. And I was like, this is wrong. They're wrong. They're idiots. And then
It wasn't any good.
It wasn't any good. And so that's all people are looking for. If that's all you're looking for,
Well, you're not going to fit in here.
I mean,
The thing is, we're going to talk about everything. And there's three of us. One of us might enjoy something
Why you
that the others
me,
don't.
my guy?
I don't know. Maybe a Ready Player.
I would like.
We're not opening that can of worms.
Yeah, I'd like to clear the air. I like the movie Ready Player One.
We're sick of it.
I like it. I don't like Josh's weird obsession with it.
It's a good movie.
It is. Sneeze.
I can.
Sneeze.
I gotta go blow my nose, my guy.
Go blow your
Go
nose.
blow your nose. Go blow your nose.
We probably have to restart the screen soon anyway.
Let's just talk for a minute.
All right.
Me and Wyatt on the podcast together.
The Joe and Wyatt podcast.
Joe and Wyatt
We
podcast.
finally got rid of him.
Finally.
Just
like the comments
in the
wanted.
comments have been asking for us to get rid of this guy.
He's not going anywhere.
Hey, no. Delete that comment.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, because people like that, this.
We don't want him.
We believe in freedom of speech unless you're here, and then
No.
If
We
you
believe
say-
in freedom of speech here. And we have the freedom to react how we please. That's the warfare.
And we have the freedom to remove you.
Yeah. We're not going to block them, though.
What?
We're not going to block them. We're just going to remove their comment.
We're not going to block them from the whole channel? What if somebody says something really rude?
Then I will block them, but that wasn't rude enough to
right.
block.
Look,
That's just like someone's dumb opinion.
All right, I'm sorry.
They also made a funny joke about Joshua's hair.
This was on me. Okay,
You get protective.
well, I want to. Well, frankly, that's only part of it. The other part is I want to block people.
You're ready to blow.
I think it's fun. I like kicking people out of our community.
Get out.
Get out. This is for our people.
Yeah. No, I
Wait
think
a second. Hold on. Let me clarify.
this is for our Fix that statement.
This is for
Wind it
people. This is for people who watch our videos and enjoy them. That's why I mean by our people. For our people. Don't clip that, you guys. Come on.
They're not going to clip it. We don't have big enough.
All right.
They're fine. We're fine.
For people who watch our videos, you want. I like criticism, if it's constructive.
Come on back.
If it's not constructive, then
Bye.
if you're just being mean, you're being rude. We don't want you. We don't want you getting your dirty on the good people.
Feel better? A little bit. Joshua might have to blow his nose a few times,
this might not be a great episode for the good little Italian boys out there.
Well, while every time Joshua, why it's established something, every time you get up to blow your nose, he has to say something wildly offensive.
For real? I gotta go back and listen to what you're saying.
Well, it was an accident.
About me?
Now, from here on, it's gonna be on purpose.
From here on, it's wildly offensive.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's get into what you clicked on the video for. We're doing a movie review of Shang-Chi.
Oh, we're not talking about...
Shang-Chi.
Oh, I thought we were talking about something else. I'm kidding. I know we're talking about Shang-Chi.
You and your watery eyes.
He has us convinced. He's gaslighting us. And the eyes, he's like, I thought we were talking about something else.
I swear, I'm here.
Shang-Chi.
I'm here. mentally.
Shang-Chi. All right, let's go ahead before we start, because we'll have plenty of time after and throughout to give our thoughts, opinions, specifics, that kind of stuff. Let's just go ahead and establish who the characters are and the actors. So people that are into it, we can talk about them. Wyatt, I'm going to need your help.
Okay.
Because out of the three of us,
Pronounce.
you're going to be the best at this. Give us grace. We're not going to be great at this.
I don't know.
We're gonna get canceled for this.
I honestly...
We're going to call him Sim.
It's either Simu or Simu.
Simu. All right.
Okay.
Liu.
Simu?
Or Liu. I don't know.
All right. Well, we know this guy. He's from Ken's Convenience.
Yes. And
Yes,
he tweeted at Marvel and got the role.
Yeah, he did.
That's pretty
He said-
insane.
He tweeted, he said, "Hey Marvel, I think it'd be great for this part."
That's
And then
pretty insane.
Like he's like, at least just let me have what do you go for? Not an interview, that's not the right word.
Yeah,
An
audition.
An audition. And he went in for
That's
an audition.
pretty
They
cool.
Well,
let
the
him.
thing is, though, he already knows martial arts.
Yeah.
He's like been preparing himself to be like the next, let's just say, Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Maybe the next.
Please.
Bruce Lee was not a good fighter.
Excuse me?
I need
no,
you
Bruce
to-
Lee.
I
Bruce
need
Lee
you
wasn't
to
good.
Back up.
Bruce Lee wasn't good.
Calm down, Jamal.
He was
Calm
fake.
down.
It was fake.
Where are you getting your facts and information?
It was
Yeah.
fake.
From who?
From an echo chamber of community. on the
Exactly.
online.
Okay.
Well, okay. Who's the
Yeah,
other
but
guy?
did he have dragon scales?
No.
He did.
No, Shang-Chi did.
He's
But that's not even how you pronounce it. When we watch
he's
the
a good
movie,
martial artist. He's no Bruce Lee.
How do they pronounce it in the movie? I say Shang-Chi, but
Shang.
Shang. Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. I say Shang-Chi, but that's not right.
Because you're American.
Yeah, because I'm a good little
Shang.
Italian boy.
Shang.
Hey, Shang.
Shang-Chi.
Shang.
Shang-Chi.
It says Shang.
Shang-Chi.
Like the last airbender.
Shang.
Yeah. Ang. Shang.
Ang. See, look at me all cultured and crap.
Shang. It's
Shang.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Great job, fella. I think you did a good
job.
job.
I think you did wonderful.
Yeah. Sim. I'm sorry, dude.
Fine.
Sorry. I'm in the wrong for this, but this is going to keep happening as we go through these. We know Aquafina.
Aquafina, that's an easy name.
That's an easy one. We got her. Her real name is Nora,
Oh, well, that's not as interesting as.
but yeah, she goes by
Aquafina.
Aquafina.
That's cooler.
She plays Katie.
Katie.
How old is
Katie? Did I
do we
spell
have
that
age?
wrong?
Do we have age
Katie?
on her?
No, I think that's
I generally
good.
don't know how old she is. She seems young, but then yet not.
You know, the interesting
I
thing
think
about
they're
you,
all,
Joshua,
I think they're all probably around 30.
the interesting thing about you is that we have all of this good information that we can present
And I want
people,
something else.
and you're like, how old are these individuals? For no reason at all, just how old?
What do you think her favorite candy bar is?
She looks like an M&M's gal.
Probably. I watched. I lost the podcast again. Can you remind me of the podcast?
Tiger Belly.
Tiger
Belly. She was on Tiger Belly this week.
Huh?
Last week.
Good job,
Cool.
Tiger Belly, for getting Aquafina.
Yeah.
Next actor is Tony.
Tony.
Tony,
Long?
just go Tony. Just go
Long?
Tony.
It could
We
be
have the
Long?
name.
Leung?
We have the name. Tony. He plays Shang-Chi's dad.
Yeah.
We can call him Sean. That's what he went by. in the
Sean.
film.
Yeah, Sean.
Sean.
But if you think of it phonetically, it's easy to remember. It's Sean, Shang. It's
Yeah.
the same sort of sound.
Yeah. Do they go by Wei? Is that what they go by?
Wei?
Wei? Is that how they pronounce it?
Like
That's
whey,
probably way.
like whey protein powder.
Kind of. Yeah, but that's... people are going to hate us for this. Look.
Let me
Look
look,
at
it up.
us.
Let me look it up.
All right, look it
at
up.
us.
Look it up. I'll keep going through
white
this.
guys in a room doing a podcast.
All right, I'm pretty sure that her character's name is, I think you do the X, is actually pronounced as a Z. So I think it's Xiling.
Song.
Zhangling.
Okay.
She plays the sister to Sean.
Yeah.
Great
Sean-
job.
Sean Spencer.
Yeah. She actually...
I get a and then we keep going.
Here we go. Michelle.
Michelle, yeah.
Thank goodness, Michelle.
Thank goodness for the
She
American
plays
names.
Nan.
The American names. Jeez. Oh, my word.
All right, we're flip-flopping. Am I the only one who hasn't said something offensive? Or is my mispronouncing offensive? We're getting through the hardest part of the episode
We're going to be
right
canceled
now.
for this episode.
No, we're getting through the hardest part of the episode right now, okay?
I wish it would tell me because the thing is certain vowels have different sounds
Yes.
in Mandarin, and I don't know like
Don't know
I don't
them.
know
We
if
don't know the
I don't know if
language.
EO is going to be O or E, or if
I swear, if someone makes a comment
Or Ed.
who actually knows this about something about homeschooled and us pronouncing, I'm going to be offended.
We weren't homeschooled.
stop lying. Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley is Trevor.
The white
I'm
boys know
surprised.
how to say Kingsley.
Trevor? Trevor?
I'm surprised they put him in this movie.
Trevor
I know he
Slattery?
is tied.
I was actually surprised to see him
that he
in
was
this
in
as
there.
well.
Yeah. Well, that's the cast and roughly the cast. We saw their faces. That's what's really important. Not their name. Anyone can change their name.
I
Not
wanna,
even who they played. Anyone can play these characters.
Yeah.
But what they are on the
Inside.
outside, that's most important. What they look like.
I'll say this as far as the acting goes, just sort of opening us up a little bit and not diving into like specifics of the movie yet. There wasn't any moment I think where the acting felt really hammy. And it
wasn't bad.
It could have. The acting in this movie could have felt really hammy. And there were moments where I was like, is this going to feel, rough? Where maybe the scene felt rough. But the acting itself, I think everybody did a really good job.
I think there's an overarching thing that was hammy that when we watched this together, I pointed it out. It's a writing detail that's done a lot and it's dumb, and we'll point it out later.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get into
how it ties in.
how it ties in. So the first time we saw anything about the 10 rings was in the first Iron Man.
Yeah.
As you can see, apparently the Mandarin was behind the capture of Tony Stark, which we go into later. I think the third Iron Man is where they get into the Mandarin again. Is it the third
Well,
Iron
I think
Man?
I actually don't know. I don't know how much the Mandarin is involved here.
Yeah.
It might not
I don't
be,
think the
but-
Mandarin's involved at all here.
You think it's the fake Mandarin?
No, honestly, I don't think it's the fake Mandarin, and I don't think it's the real Ten Rings guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a different
So
sect.
a different fake.
No, I think
Yeah, I think this is a
No.
different faked sect, and then
I wouldn't say that. I think this is just them trying to fit stuff in really early, and so it's meant to
Yeah,
be the correct, but it's just there are going to be continuity issues throughout because of the nature of how
Maybe.
Marvel
It
has
might be
evolved.
yeah,
continuity,
at least this early on. When we get to the third
The
movie,
thing is, though, that's intentional. They
Yeah.
intentionally put the 10 rings in there
You
for a
think
good reason.
What they were saying was the 10 rings was in cahoots. Is that a nice word to say?
Cahoots? Yeah.
With Jebediah. Obadiah, yes.
Obi.
yeah,
yeah.
but not the real Ten Rings.
The fake one.
We don't like this version of the Ten Rings. I
Was
don't
not fleshed out.
not fleshed out like it is now.
Which they
Well, I don't
intend to do
know
that.
enough about the
I
comics
saw-
to say, like,
I was watching an interview where when the first Iron Man came out, the director, he was being asked questions. He said, we noticed something about the 10 rings, and we said, is this like a hint that there will be crossover in the superhero films and maybe even lead to an Avengers film?
Somebody was like, "Oh my god!" Somebody figured
Somebody
this out.
was blown
based
out of
on
the water.
10 rings here.
Somebody was blown out of the water.
Yeah.
When they discovered, a little over a decade later, we have a galore of crossover. I mean,
Yeah.
a whole universe.
We got a big old bowl of candy.
We're on the fourth.
Reach your hand
stage.
in, pick your
whichever one you
favorite.
want.
Yeah. Let's move on from this. It's not.
We
super
open the
pertinent.
film with the backstory.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi's father.
Wait. Are we just skipping the whole Iron Man 3 bit?
We'll
get
the thing
into
is, people watch the movie. We
Yeah.
know, and if they watch this film,
Okay.
we're not
gonna like explain everything. You guys know that.
Yeah.
They,
The fake
they explain
Mandarin.
in the movie. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
he
We're going
wears-
to talk about Trevor.
Trevor.
We'll get to Trevor.
Trevor Slattery.
All right, so we get the 10 rings.
Bangles. The 10. The 10 bangles.
So apparently this fella, he found these rings that I believe, according to the comics, were created by dragons, which is not revealed. In
Really?
Did you?
I didn't do that research. I should have.
From what I understand,
Dragons.
according
Like,
to
wow.
comics, from other
He did his
YouTube
job.
videos, because I'm not diving into the comics yet.
Yeah.
There's too many of them.
Yeah, there's too many.
From what I understand, these rings were created by dragons.
Okay.
They were found, and he used them and harnessed them, gave him immortality and powers, as we saw the film opens.
But the real question is,
Yes,
were they forged at Mount Doom by Sauron
that's the thing.
and his evil following?
Dragons could have come from Middle Earth.
Okay.
We've established there's a lot of different universes in Marvel.
This is tied
Well,
with
especially up to recently. He goes and he's trying to find, I guess, a secret land.
Yeah.
And
Talau.
Talau.
It was called Talau.
And he comes across it. He finds it, but he's attacked. And during the midst of attack by this woman, who's also a powerful airbender of sorts, they fall in love mid-fight.
Yeah.
Mid-fight. This is like him blocking
Yeah.
a karate chop to his face.
I think-
and look at how deep
No,
they're
it was
looking at each other.
I think
Like,
one of the best scenes in this movie is where like she's got him in an arm bar and he's like he's like looking up at her with this like with just like the
Just
cutest
love in his heart.
smile,
just loving his heart.
and you're like, oh,
He's like, I really like you. Which was a sweet fighting
Yeah.
moment.
it's like a dance. It was
Like,
very
it was
it was very
fight.
beautiful.
It was like a dance fight. It was good.
Men look for a woman who can fight.
Well, they get married and they have a couple of kids.
Little kids.
And I included this because this is Shang-Chi as a boy, Sean, and this is his father. After his mom dies.
You just wanted that drip in there.
Well, Wyatt did.
You told
His
him to
mom
put this in?
dies, and the thing
No.
is, when he was married and having kids, he took the rings off.
Yeah.
He was a family man.
He didn't want that to be his life anymore.
Yeah, and then she dies. He gets a sense of anger, a sense of old purpose that he once knew, and he puts them back on. There you see, he's got the rolled up sleeves, and he's like, "I got my
This
rings."
is like Cowboy Bebop drip.
yeah, it is.
Why is
Asians,
it
man,
the
they have a
10
good
ring?
body form for it.
It's something with the rolled up sleeves.
Why is it the
suit
10 rings, but it's 10 bracelets essentially, not rings?
It's because it's
I don't remember.
the best way to harness.
I don't remember how they did it in the comics, if they were actual rings on the fingers, but I honestly like this idea better.
Yeah.
I doubt
personally.
there were rings on the fingers, man.
See, I would have liked this
got to
idea
be.
if it stayed up on his arm type thing. The fact that
when
like
they-
when
when
he's
they
not using
activate-
it,
I like this. I
And it
like
falls.
I like how they'll expand and they'll do all kinds of things when they're being harnessed, and when they're not, they're just a fashion sense. You know, I think it's sick.
Yeah, the original 10 rings were actual rings on the
No, they're
fingers.
really?
on the Mandarin, yeah.
Wow. So they changed it. I like this better.
Yeah,
This
I
is
do
definitely
too. They
more
look
cool. And
they
it's too
each-
close to Lord of the Rings.
and
with
they
all the
each had unique powers,
Phalange
but you know,
decor.
make it simple.
is that what we call them? Phalange decor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too
Unique
close to
phalange
Lord of the
style.
Rings.
Yeah.
To
Unique
phalange decor.
phalange decor.
Yeah, no, so you do wrist.
Let me get my unique
rings.
phalange
Let's
decor.
bling up that wrist, bro. That forearm wrist. That's when it gets to, well, we'll explain this in a second. Basically, Shang-Chi is trained. He learns a lot. His sister's in the shadows, and his dad sends him on a quest.
Can I, real quick,
Yeah, let me go.
before we... All right, no, you can leave it on that screen.
I know what you're gonna get at.
I think Josh knows what
I was
I'm
about
going
to
to
say
get
something
at.
too.
Okay, thank you. All right, we're on the same page here. We can't do the same thing we did in the Lord of the Rings video, where you just talk, you tell the whole story.
Oh,
Oh, you
this
guys
is
have
not
had
where I was going.
conversations.
This is not where I was going.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're on a different page.
Yeah,
you need
yeah.
to flip over to mine.
Okay.
You're just like during the Lord of the Rings one.
We have a lot of information to get through.
Yeah,
I know, but this is a review.
Yeah.
We're assuming everybody knows this information.
Did we five words or less on Lord of the Rings? Because we got it for
Well,
this
it
one.
wasn't a movie review.
Okay.
That was a character study. Let's jump to the reviewing stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to like.
Well,
just
I have a review of the
overhaul.
next
Well, that's
page,
next.
picture.
That's
I have a
next.
review of the
I
next
just know
picture.
you'll tell the whole story.
I will.
We don't need a recap.
All right. We're no recap
No
here,
recap.
ladies and gentlemen.
Nope.
I'm being
Ladies-
shut down.
Okay.
Shut him down.
Right here. I
We
got
know
something.
why he's in San Francisco.
Yes. Wait, no. Go back, because I want to talk about this. So, is this a failed relationship / friendship? That's weird.
Yeah.
This
Harry met
was
Sally kind
weird.
of crap.
I think I know what they were doing with this.
I know what they were doing.
They were
too.
trying to. I'm not saying this in a negative way, but they're trying to do this woke thing of having. Oh, you can have a friendship that's a girl, and
in a
even though I
completely
agree with that,
100
even though I agree with that,
platonic way.
it was weird because he had this such. It was weird.
Yeah, and they address it once. It's like, oh, we're just friends. They
Yeah.
address it once.
We've seen enough cinema to know that's not
but
the case.
but I wish they had made it I don't know, something more solid to their friendship, because it didn't feel like super
I don't know if that's a good.
what solid.
Maybe
something
they should
more
establish-
solid.
Say,
Yeah.
say something established.
Yeah, establish their friendship better. Yeah.
Well, to get clarity on that, we can overlook how we personally feel about these sorts of arrangements. If they established
Yeah.
it better.
That it was only.
It was truly meant to be just a
platonic
friendship. We're not just
relationship.
looking for that first kiss the whole film,
Right. Which I
Or
figured.
those,
I
in
figured
love
that's
eyes.
kind of what they were going for from the beginning. Even in the trailers, I figured that was what they were going to go for.
I think what they're going for is they're trying to get Trevor and Aquafina together.
Because you guys know, I'm a big proponent of the no shoehorned in love story.
Yeah.
And so I didn't mind this relationship as much as I was like, are
Doesn't make
they
sense.
are they gonna be a thing? Are they just gonna be friends?
Yeah.
I was maybe a little confused.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Maybe we are making history. Maybe it's the first time we've seen this and we're not used to it.
Well,
I mean,
here's the thing.
Sally.
I already know.
Different circumstances.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I already know. There's gonna be some ladies, if they're watching this, they're getting ready to use their thumbs and tell us.
Wait, what?
Like right now, tell us. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean a guy and a girl can't just be friends together? What's going on?
Are we really about to get into this argument here? You're trying to get an argument.
No, we've covered this before. Me and Wyatt are of the opinion.
You know,
We are gonna get into this.
No, we're not.
I'm not 100% here
No, we're not.
today, so I
Me
don't
and
know if I can argue this
Me
right
and
now.
Wyatt are of the opinion that this is not real life.
Yeah.
Even though Wyatt doesn't like shoehorned
from a
in
woman's
love
perspective.
relationship.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. From a woman's perspective, maybe that's a fact, but not even 100%
was this a woman
of the
director?
time.
I'm just curious.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, guys and girls, take it from Harry Met Sally. Guys and girls can't be platonically friends with each other without catching
Well,
feels.
it's because even in this, there's a moment where he grabs her and they like look at each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they going to kiss? I thought they were best friends.
Best
you
friends.
can't get into situations like that with somebody you're so close to and have it remain platonic.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. But let's keep let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Let's get
I
into
disagree,
let's get into some talking points about the movie. The
Why is this
first
picture
fight.
so blurry?
Fighting.
Hey.
I was kidding. I just wanted.
What did you guys think of the fighting and the martial arts in this movie?
I
In
didn't
this
mind it.
scene,
It was
I think
good.
it was good.
It was really
In
good.
this scene, I think it was brilliant. Actually, the guy that did choreography for a lot of Jackie Chan films was the choreographer for the film, and this scene really showed that off.
Yeah, it was
You definitely
really good.
could tell like each character had a different if it was airbending,
Yeah.
earthbending, firebending.
Everybody had a different style.
Yeah, you could tell that they were different. There was different
I think
disciplines there.
one of the coolest things in this film is when he uses his coat, rips it off, like harnesses someone's fist, hits him, and then midway to turn around to punch another guy, he slips it back on.
Yeah.
Now the thing is,
Some people call that the Drunken Ninja.
No, I don't think anybody.
the thing is though, he did that for real, and that was sick.
Yeah.
That was Jackie Chan style film fighting. It was brilliant. What are you giving me that look for? Jackie Chan.
Was there another
in-camera stuff?
I was waiting for something else that was going to drop.
No,
Were
that's
you just
his
doing
style.
That's my thing.
That's his style.
Yeah, very-
That's
it
what I'm
was-
saying.
it was
his
good.
style is like Drunken Ninja.
Yeah. Jackie Chan is the
Yes,
drunken
that's
style.
what I was referencing. I was
Yes.
making.
But
And he didn't
no,
do
I'm
it.
saying
Hey, they
those
don't
kind
call
of
it
movements.
drunken ninja.
What do they call it?
It's drunken fist.
Drunken Fist. I said
a
the
Drunken
wrong
Fist.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying that kind of choreography
Yeah.
was stuff you'd see in these classic films. So they went hard, especially with this scene. We should talk about this.
No.
So Joe has a thing.
I have a thing.
I had no problem with it.
Joe has this weird thing where he thinks things happen in these Marvel movies
They're unbelievable.
that are unbelievable, that are unrealistic.
Realistic, yes, that's a better
And
word.
when Razor fists
This is
Razor,
incredibly demeaning to me.
I'm sorry, but I don't care. But when Razor fists Razor comes out, Joe is like, "How is that
It's
realistic?"
not a razor, it's a sword.
He's
yeah.
called Razor Fist.
I understand that's his name.
Okay,
Why don't they call him Sword Fist?
Razor fist.
because Razor Fist sounds way cooler than Sword Fist.
Why don't they call him Sword Fist?
Sword Fist kind of sounds like Swordfish.
Do you not agree with me that the more
Nobody
they do
agrees.
this,
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
this kind of stuff is the reason why Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man didn't work. It's the same reason why currently DC doesn't work in general. It's because they have technology that is unexplained. We don't know the inventor of this technology. Right now, in the Marvel Universe, the cool thing about Iron Man is no one knows how to do this crap except for him. That's what makes him a superhero. Why?
This technology.
Why?
You're comparing this to Tony Stark.
This is Tony Stark level stuff. It was a little
Who's to
little
say-
band
Yeah, but
that he stuck on the end of
But
his
at
nub.
this point,
That collapses.
Let's talk about this.
Whoosh.
At this point, Earth has seen how many alien invasions. They've seen how much stuff from other worlds come into their world. This is not unrealistic.
All right, so
And
then
it's
why are they still riding
it's
trains?
nowhere-
Why are they still riding freaking trains in San Francisco on those old rusty wires?
There's a bus.
A bus.
You're
It's
right.
like a train
No,
bus.
you're right.
I'm right.
You're right. But look,
You don't operate in regular society when someone's walking onto a freaking San Francisco bus with the rusty wires and ripping out of their arm something that's technologically impossible and physically
but this technology,
impossible.
this technology where a sword comes out, about this big out of a piece of arm about that big, is nothing compared to Tony Stark creating entire suits out of nanobots.
The thing is, though,
not
that's
even
why
close.
Tony Stark was an Avenger.
Who's to say Tony didn't make this?
He definitely didn't.
You don't know that.
Let me know in the comments.
I mean,
Did Tony Stark design Razor Fist sword?
We clearly saw from Spider-Man that they made like Thor's magic belt and like these other things. He was working on other projects, so maybe it slipped in the wrong
And we
hand.
also saw
Maybe it slipped into the wrong.
We also
hands.
saw in Spider-Man what people can do with alien technology. Giant bird suits.
Yeah, I didn't care
Things
for
that
that
go through
either.
walls.
I didn't care for that either.
Alien technology.
This is a more offense than that, but that was offensive to me.
This is what Joe got wrapped up in this movie. This is this right here. this awesome razor fist thing.
I gotta be me. I am who I am.
Sick. I mean,
What's the
No, it's
guy
super
on-
cool.
why are you complaining?
It's super cool. Also, it took me out of the film real quick. I enjoyed this scene, which was the coolest choreography scene in the whole film. I enjoyed this scene so much less because of this.
There's a man whose bangles shoot him into the air and he whips him around. There's a dragon in this movie. There's a dragon.
It's what the story centers around.
There's
So
a
you believe in
magic.
this, but
creatures.
You believe in
magic.
Wolverine, but not this.
Yeah, you believe in Wolverine. All his
The thing
bones
is,
are
though,
metal.
Yeah, we
How
saw
does
how
that
it happened.
work out?
We watched it in the film. It
Yeah,
showed
but
us
how
how
does
it
that
happened.
work out, like physically?
Look, you
This
guys.
man can't get on a plane without messing up its equilibrium. They don't explain that.
Look, I'm telling you, you guys aren't giving me credit for my argument here. My argument is plain. It's clear.
Okay. It's wrong and it's stupid.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Wyatt this time.
This is so advanced technology that if someone was to do this, they would be Iron Man level.
The only complaint that I have with this guy is that it wasn't a laser sword.
It is. This thing is on fire.
I was like a full laser sword.
This is terrible.
Let's move past the awesome character that
Because the
raised-
thing is, you can't. My point can't ever hold any water because instantly Wyatt turns it into yes. In the movie Iron Man or in the movie The Incredible Hulk,
Joseph, but
you can't get past the fact that some I don't know.
Where's all that extra body
Vials.
mass come from? Is he just generating new body mass?
What
This is what makes you upset?
this for real makes me nervous about the multiverse because
Yeah.
when it's silly like Rick and Morty, it's a part
Why
of
can't
the
you
stuff.
have fun?
This is a superhero film.
Yeah.
Superhero universe.
And you gotta have super awesome bad guys.
Everybody's a superhero.
Yeah.
do you think
Everybody.
Who are you gonna fight?
Nobody needs to fight anybody because everyone can defend themselves.
If Batman went all out, he'd kill the Joker because the Joker's not that strong. He can't beat Batman. Let's be honest. The Joker can't beat Batman in a hand-to-hand fight.
No, but he doesn't. He doesn't fight Batman. He
not
uses his mind
everybody.
against
Look,
him.
not everybody can be a super genius. Some people need razor fists.
I'm simply saying my argument always gets shut down because it's in a fictional world with wild stuff. I'm just saying the things that makes these superheroes special is now available to anybody who wants a freaking sword for a hand.
Yeah.
And it's not cool. I think it's ruining the storytelling aspect.
There it
goes.
is.
There it is.
Well, I want to recognize that the grounded superheroes are cool and they're fun. They're great. But how many movies of them you got?
Just got one of
You got like 3.
Hawkeye's coming out.
You got 3 Batman movies? Where's all the
and
other?
a fourth.
Where's all the other grounded
There's a lot more
Batman
than 3.
movies? Where's all the other grounded superhero movies? There are none.
Look, it's not so
'Cause
much
Marvel's
about being grounded.
awesome.
It's about finding the balance. And I'm saying Hollywood doesn't find the balance often, but Marvel, from the early days, I was always proud that they found that balance, and they're backing away from that balance, and they're saying no more balance. The balance.
It's because they want to create what everybody enjoys, and that's fun stuff.
If they would have literally just showed me a scene where they just explained that this is Tony Stark equipment.
But they can't keep
I
doing
would've-
that over and over again. We don't need to see up close exactly how this works every time.
Well, I'm just a different story person than
How
you
many
are.
times do we need to see Iron Man's suit come together? We see it a ton. It's like, okay, we understand that this technology works, but we don't have to see it every time.
Yeah.
We don't have to see every time the reason something works. At this point, it works.
Okay. All right. I secede. I won't talk about it again.
Good. Jeez.
Give me the
finally.
opportunity to
Like,
talk about it
fine.
3 more times.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, no,
We talked about this.
All right. I wanted to show you this. This was pretty cool. They did all of this on a blue screen for the most part.
Very cool.
Just a cool production shot I wanted to throw up there.
Very cool. I was watching.
Look at that. You know what this is?
Why is the guy sitting in a box?
Air,
What a
yeah.
lazy guy.
That guy's checking his phone down there.
I watched the Collider. The Collider guys. They sit down. They do VFX breakdowns, and they were sitting down with one of the guys who worked on this scene.
Oh, cool.
Worked on this whole movie.
Yeah.
And they were talking to him about this movie, and he did a VFX breakdown for this and talking about when Sean jumps out of the back as the thing tears off and having to rotoscope things and different plates and having to make sure he looks real, but his jacket's not real, or his feet aren't, or stuff like that. And I'm like, man, this is cool.
Yeah.
And it takes hours.
It does.
It takes months sometimes.
Sometimes, but usually in the hands of the correct artist, it takes hours.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
That's good.
It's worth it. Come on. All right, so we leave San Francisco, I guess. We get to the Fight Club. It's owned by his sister. What did you guys think? You mentioned you're excited to see this character. This big old hulky
Abomination.
character. Abomination.
So we saw a lot of people may not recognize this character, Abomination, from the Hulk movie, The Incredible Hulk. That's the villain in The Incredible Hulk, but he looks a lot different. I don't know if they're going to explain that, if they're going to explain that he's changed over time.
Continuity issues.
Or if they're just going to be like, no, this is a redesign for the character, way more comic book accurate. He looks really cool, I think.
I know we've seen so much with like New York and this and that, but it's weird that we're seeing this on Earth.
Yeah.
How so? What do you mean?
Just like the magic, this guy, all this
Yeah.
stuff on Earth, just at a club fighting.
Well, that's... Oh, yeah. Like, this feels like something that would be in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Well,
Off
I mean,
Earth.
for places like this probably thrive a lot now after the whole blip thing where everybody
Yeah.
disappeared and there were just sort of like 5 or 6 years of chaos.
Just the blip.
These kind of characters would, things would change, I think, in the world.
Absolutely.
I like the scene. I don't care for his sister. I don't
Do I have a
think.
picture of her? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she has any character development.
No.
I agree. And then there's also the factoid that we mentioned earlier. That's the frustrating part that I think is dumb, that we're going to acknowledge, in the fact that she says, like, she essentially became a better fighter than Sean while training herself.
Yeah.
That was weird.
No
Dumb
opponents.
concept.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. That's not real.
You don't teach yourself something, and because you taught yourself in secret, you're better.
You
than
can get
the person who was professionally trained.
you can get legitimate good muscle memory, and if she's watching and she's paying attention,
but she never even.
she's not gonna.
fights someone.
She's gonna be doing the moves right. If she was like training over and over doing a move wrong,
Yeah,
and then that's
you're
muscle
messed
memory. But let's assume that
Who's she sparring with?
yeah, that's the issue. sparring by yourself and practicing by yourself can only get you.
She's doing
but that can only get you
fighting
so
a pole
far.
that doesn't fight
wall.
back.
Yeah.
That can only get you so far. You have to fight an actual opponent, gauge their weight, gauge how fast their strikes are coming in to get legitimate feedback and learning.
I would secede that she could learn to become a fighter by herself. I will not give them grounds to say she became
better than him.
Better and as skilled of a fighter that she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
The character. That's ripping you out of the story.
I wish they had done something where she was like, I trained and practiced every day, right, by myself.
And then my dad found me.
And then when I left, I found actual people to fight with and spar with.
Splinter.
Yeah, Master Splinter.
In the swamp.
Yeah.
In the sewers.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody to actually, use all these things that I've taught myself against,
trained with the turtles.
To be who she is. I wouldn't have minded that, but more than just that, I don't care about that as much. She just has no, she's a nothing character. There's nothing to her character.
Well, she's there to be the strong woman.
No, she's there to make Shang feel guilty.
Oh yeah,
and to add some sort of character development that doesn't work super well because I don't care about her character. There was no point where they gave us a ton of flashbacks, but I would have loved a flashback where she was, she mentions going and sitting by her mother's shrine.
Yeah,
I would have loved the flashback of her, kneeling in the rain, tears on her face, and in that moment where she realizes he's not coming back.
Like
that
an anime-esque flashback.
Yeah,
I can see that as an anime
they
thing.
did it. Well, they did a ton of flashbacks in this. That one would have cemented the relationship and how she feels.
Well, also we need to see her. We need to see her progress in her character.
Yeah.
Her progress in her life and ideas as a character. We can't see it from the child version of her.
Yeah.
Like she can't just come into a story and say, I'm perfect because of all this other stuff. And I'm just going to stay this way through the length of the film and take up space.
I don't mind. Honestly, I don't mind if everything she does is perfect. I don't care. I
have a problem with that.
That's fine. But whether your character is perfect, whether you make them a Mary Sue, or whether you make them some other, either super strong, unkillable kind of character, or if they're a character that is super weak, what really matters is the emotion that they portray, the story that they portray. Where are they weak emotionally, and how does that move your characters forward? And they gave us a little bit of that, but not enough for me to care about her character.
Joshua, you're sitting silent.
Yeah, I'm about to lose it again.
It looks like Josh is just present physically.
It's all right.
For this episode.
He's thinking. There's stuff going on in his head, though.
He'll chime in.
About nothing except for I'm about to sneeze.
It's all sinus. That's what's going on.
Just sinus, just fluids in the brain. I learned something from this film. Apparently, bamboo scaffolding is a thing.
Yeah.
Repurposing bamboo and making scaffolding.
These boys don't watch
Hey, don't group me with him. Don't group me with him.
I'm good company.
Don't group me with him.
I'm good company.
They don't watch martial arts movies that
I'm
are...
a fan of Avatar.
Hold on.
I'm good company, Joshua.
Let me finish my insult. Jeez. They don't watch martial arts movies that are in other languages. So they're not as cultured as I am. They don't get exposed to all the Jackie Chan bamboo scaffolding fighting.
I get exposed to culture. Who's to say Asian culture has to be the only one you get to expose yourself to?
Did you ever see Rush Hour?
Yeah, probably.
When Chris Tucker runs up and Jackie Chan jumps up onto the bamboo scaffolding, climbs up, and Chris Tucker runs up and he's like, "Oh hell no!" and then he runs around.
Probably, but I wasn't thinking about the scaffolding at that moment. This is in your face scaffolding. This scaffolding is like, "Hey, I'm here," And it pointed it out to me, and I was like, "Man, why all this bamboo scaffolding?" And then I was like, "That's not
this movie's racist."
And then Wyatt's like, "No, it's a thing." And he looked it up, and he Googled it, and I saw it. It's real. I learned something. Thank you.
And you wouldn't believe it. Like, this is crazy when we have like metal scaffolding here that we use, and they're using bamboo.
But we have wood and metal scaffolding.
But I mean bamboo. I mean tied with lashings, but you know they don't have the same kind of work health codes that we have. I've seen pictures of dudes welding, and they're using pieces of glass that have been blowtorched so that they're all smoky. That's what they're using to cover their eyes. Welding. It's different.
It's big.
You know, they don't have to have the same kind of codes.
Yeah.
You mean
Overseas? Yeah.
Over the pond.
This is.
I didn't want to say
in,
somewhere, and
I
get it
think this
wrong.
takes place in Macau.
Macau.
They mentioned Macau. Oh, this is a big jump.
It's kind of a big jump. He gets taken by his dad. He gets captured.
Yeah, they get captured. They talk.
Some character development.
A little bit of character development. Dad thinks that mom is trapped in Talau, and that the people there aren't letting her out. And
they meet Trevor.
Trevor Slattery.
Yeah.
And he's gone crazy.
He was crazy to begin with.
Always crazy.
He's gone worse.
No, he was always
this
crazy.
is like the most sane he's been.
Yeah, because he's sober.
Yeah. You remember this? You remember the scene in Iron Man where he's like they gave me things. They gave me cars and you know, and Iron Man's like they got you. They got you off drugs. He's like, no, they gave me more drugs. They gave me things, and then he just falls asleep. He's always been insane.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you. I'm just saying, it pretty wacky still. Since we have a good picture of the four of them, I want to briefly mention Aquafina as a character. Now, she's the comic relief of the film. And I'm not saying she's not funny. I'm not saying she didn't do a good job. I think they got her because they wanted that physical humor. Yeah. They like that raspy voice. They like those goofy grins, the facial expressions she makes.
She does a lot of face acting. Yeah. She's very good at it.
Yeah. I would say it wasn't, the writing for her wasn't that strong. And even the humor for her wasn't that strong. If I look at a comic relief female character, I'm thinking about that nerd girl from Thor and who was in WandaVision. You know,
yeah.
I can't remember. Darcy, I think. Yeah, she's a very good Marvel Universe comic relief character that makes you laugh. You know, I didn't really her good attempt at being that character for this film felt like it fell short.
Her character is sort of, I guess, what you would... It's the audience insert character. Yeah. Where we are sort of viewing this movie from her perspective. Where she's a normal character who's viewing all this crazy stuff. That's how Marvel now sort of has to ground a lot of their stuff. I mean, you were talking about grounding of stuff. It's normal people seeing the crazy stuff, and reacting to it, and that's
somebody's got to react.
Somebody has to, and that's her. That's her character. Again, like she didn't have any. Her B storyline was definitely more than the sisters. Yeah.
But still felt short.
Still it was like oh, I don't know what I want to do with my life. And that's sort of her theme throughout this movie. Like, I don't know what I want to do.
She finds out what she wants to do.
Apparently she wants to be an archer.
Yeah. That's what she likes.
And sometimes that's what happens. You stumble on a passion. But even that, it's like, that, what is that? That's not what
she wants to be Katniss Everdeen.
I wish it had been a little bit more solid. Like, I've made a decision that I want to do I want to do the kind of stuff that Shang does.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do superhero stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I could be a superhero.
Maybe.
She's the guy in the chair.
The guy in the chair. I wish she had come to that conclusion. Like, I could be a superhero.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been cool, I think.
Or even if they just made her like a very apathetic character, and then like even if they had like this sub idea of she comes to realize that like her apathy or her choice to, not act has consequences in some way. And she can even just a small personal development of seeing like, yeah, like this is a shortfalling of mine that I am figuring out for myself.
And
at the same time being funny.
Yeah, and we didn't need her to continue being comic relief once Kingsley was involved.
Yeah.
Once Trevor was introduced, he becomes comic relief.
Yeah.
So
she becomes Archer Woman.
She's Sean's Robin.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Little bit.
The useless side character.
The useless side character. Yeah.
I mean, we saw her walking on that scaffolding. I'd be the same way, but gosh dang it, she was useless.
Mm-hmm.
She just was falling.
She falled a lot. People keep sending me.
She kept falling in the movie.
My friends. And I feel like a lot of characters maybe were kind of like just not really fleshed out.
Yeah.
Now, but that's sort of,
it's kind of the nature of the beast.
it's kind of the nature of Marvel. Like they put in a lot of two-dimensional characters that gain character development as the movies go, as the stories go. We get a little bit more development out of characters.
Yeah.
So
Well, I want to quickly just scroll through here. I know we want to talk more concepts of the film. Let me just quickly scroll through. Just give two thoughts.
oh yeah, they get to Talau.
You get two thoughts. They have cool lions.
The lions were really
The
sick.
lions were sick.
I heard people complaining about the animation for like the dragons.
I don't know.
The dragon looked really good to me, and the lions looked awesome. I loved. I actually really liked a lot of the animation in this movie. There was some of it that was kind of campy.
Didn't like the sword.
Sword, not. But most of it I enjoyed. The fights. The fights were fun. They were good.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything groundbreaking.
Well, I've heard that that a lot of people said that when later in the film, once the magical rings are involved,
Yeah.
it becomes less about like the martial arts.
martial
of it,
arts, yeah.
and it gets a little more boring if you're really into like martial art films.
But this fight was fun.
It was fun. You find out he can claim the rings for
Yeah,
himself.
I mean, we kind of figured he would do that when his mom, the first time she fought the dad, when she like catches them and does the Kamehameha thing. I figured probably he was going to do that.
It's interesting. It's like always a consistent theme with design choices here. It's like the dad wielding it looks like chaos,
Yeah.
and him wielding it looks like structure, order, and togetherness.
But let's be honest, the dad side looks way cooler.
It looks cooler, but always the villain side always looks cooler.
This is like Doctor Strange looking.
I was gonna say Bible Man verse. I mean, doesn't Bible Man have that lightsaber?
The yellow lightsaber.
Bible Man versus
Bible Man definitely
the
has
villain.
like each ring would be the 10 Commandments.
yeah. Add two more. He's got all the tribes of Israel.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun fight. What I missed was he's trying to convince his dad. He's like, no, mom's not behind there.
Behind here.
And they get so close to the moment I needed. They get so close when he says, your family needs you.
But they didn't give it to you.
They didn't give me the moment. They didn't give me the moment.
I feel like they did in a sense when he gave him the rings and then he sacrificed himself.
Barely. For me, this is just from what I viewed was like they gave us where he's like, your family needs you. His dad doesn't really make a solid decision. I feel like I would have been more involved. I would have felt a little bit more like, oh wow, yeah, this like the emotional thing that they wanted to give us if he had been like, you're right, and he chose to abandon this quest for his wife and love his kids, and then either live or die. I think either way it could have been powerful and emotional. But all that happens is the demon comes out, it attacks them, he saves his son's life, but and he gives him the rings, and then he dies, and he doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Bummer.
I really wanted a little
Half-baked
bit
characters.
more. Yeah, I really wanted a little bit more from him because he was so cool.
Yeah, I mean, he was cool. He was immortal.
As a guy that's lived over 1,000 years, I would have liked a little bit more something
Kingdoms
from
have
him.
come and gone with
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's trampled kingdoms. He's built his own.
But this I like. You
One
very
little dragon
rarely-
fight got the dad.
Yeah.
One little dragon
One
fight.
little dragon fight. You very rarely get to see some cool Chinese dragons without the wings, with the long body
Like
style.
the snakes in the air.
Like Last Airbender style with the Dragon Lords, the Fire Lords.
See,
well, we got two different dragons. One with wings, one without.
Yeah.
Sick. I thought it was pretty cool. I like the dragons. I think
are
they're
we
cool.
are we at ranking or 5 words or less? Because
Not
I
yet.
have mine.
Not yet.
Yeah, I've towards the last third. What is it called? What am I thinking of?
The
Act.
the last act.
Yeah, towards the last act. You know what's gonna happen in the Marvel movies. You know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a big fight. There's gonna be a defeat the thing.
Climax is
Yeah,
gonna happen, all that.
it felt par for the course.
And then Ed credit scene.
Yeah, nothing special in my opinion. It didn't feel special. It
It
was
actually
fun.
felt a little underwhelming.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch. It was very cool. It was very visually pleasing, I thought. In that moment where he's like falling through the air and he's air bending and he's controlling the rings, I thought that was a beautiful scene.
What's that actually called? We keep saying airbending, but is there a name for that?
I don't think they give a specific name for
It's
whatever
just airbending.
whatever martial art he's doing.
That picture looks so fake.
It's just a quick screen grab. So yeah, I think it is fake.
Yeah.
Get a
like
little,
animation
get a little
is fake.
Captain Marvel action here.
Yeah.
I
I
liked it.
Overall, I feel like the movie was on a scale of
Well, if we can get to ranking, it might be a good thought prompt
Oh, okay, yeah.
to get to ranking, because that's what it seems like
All
you're
right.
doing.
Um
Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
characters,
Okay.
like a 5.
So can I say my 5 words or less? Because that's my
Okay, yeah.
involves this. Good, but needed Dante Bosco.
It did need Dante Bosco. Throw in Dante Bosco.
And it would have been like
It would have been
10.
yeah. Characters, meh. I feel like the story had potential.
I don't want to get this wrong. Isn't he like Filipino or something though? Who is Dante Bosco?
Where is he from? I want to say he's like from Hawaii.
Okay, I know he's not.
Be
I don't
like-
think he's not. He doesn't fit in here, but he does because he's.
He doesn't
Zuko.
fit in with these people. I mean, this rich culture. I mean,
Politically correct cancel me. I don't
Yeah,
care.
we're not
he'll
gonna
be like, give me those 10 rings.
I think he's
he'd
from
like a
Hawaii.
voice actor or something in this. Make him an animal that could talk or something.
That would have been awesome. I would have loved to hear that little feathered creature being like, "I will find and destroy the Avatar." The story, meh. Visuals, I thought were very fun. The martial arts, very fun.
Very good.
1 out of 10 overall.
I would give it a.
6.
I would give it more than that. I would give it an 8.3. I
Fascinating.
liked it.
You guys are going to get
maybe
mad at me.
6.5.5.5.5, 6.
I'd be generous to say 4.
Really? Okay.
That overall, no offense. I know bro, this is your first Marvel film. Maybe it'll get better. Hey, they did a good job. The actors, I don't fault the actors.
No,
I fault
the story wasn't great. That's
the writing for these actors. I feel like the actors gave all they had, all that they were allowed to give, even probably, and there was a lot of holdups. I think you could have taken this story, made it so much better by simply just changing the story around a little bit, and just thinking about the characters a tad more, and it would have bumped itself up to an 8 in my opinion.
I think so as well.
But it for me, it felt lazy on that front.
Okay.
I'm giving it a 4.
I would agree with you, but I still say
the acting, I think, simmered around.
Rated on a scale of Marvel movies. We're talking from like, what's the
Guardians.
best? What's your favorite Marvel movie?
Guardians.
My favorite Marvel film is probably it's probably the first Captain America. Maybe.
Oh, really?
What?
I don't know. We'll see how
So where would you
how
rank
No Way
from-
Home is.
Where would you rank from, like, the first Iron Man, the first Captain America, and at the bottom is Captain Marvel. We know we don't have, that's the floor.
I mean, it's not too high up there.
I'd say for me,
I would say the top is definitely the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Those don't count. Those are Sony's.
It doesn't.
Marvel Universe didn't exist then.
It still has the Marvel
Studios wasn't around then. Why did you just stroke in your beard?
yeah, it's kind of lower on the totem pole.
It's probably lowest 5.
Now, I watched this movie by myself when I was bored at work.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again when we all got together and did a movie night. And I still had fun watching this movie.
Yeah, it
There are
was fun.
fun
It was
moments.
A
fun.
second time.
It was fun. I liked it.
So
There's great elements.
it's
The
not
dragon, the lions.
it's not like for
fights.
me, Captain Marvel or what's another one?
The first
Black
Incredible Hulk.
Panther, the first Incredible Hulk, like that.
You're putting Black Panther way down there. I mean, Black Panther, I don't think was great.
it's not,
but it's
yeah,
a lot
it's-
better than Shang-Chi.
You think Black Panther's better than Shang-Chi?
I think so. I think they fleshed out the story of Black Panther.
They're kind of
slightly
like
better.
here for me.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
like
that's
this better.
arguable, but I think Black Panther's a few steps
They're like
above
this.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, they're like this for me. They're kind of neck
So
and neck.
I mean, we have a diverse idea.
I feel like
6, 8, 4.
I feel like there's the same amount of character development and story in this as there is in Black Panther.
Maybe I think Black Panther works better because they tied it into other
Mm-hmm.
Marvel films that they didn't have to explain as much because there was already stuff being explained from other Marvel films. Rounded out the story a little bit.
But I mean, when you're introducing new characters, you got to introduce new ideas and new concepts.
I
So,
hear that. It was well.
it can only get better from here.
Yeah. No, it could get slightly worse.
It could get worse,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping it gets better.
Less rings, more fistfights.
Oh, did you do a 5 words?
5 words or less. What were yours? All right,
I'm going through a bunch in my
All right,
head.
This is mine. I want that drip, bruh.
Ooh,
I want them rings as a style choice.
Yeah.
That's a cool look.
I'll give you Razor Fist. Is really cool.
Oh,
Raise their fist is really cool. Wait,
Razor Fist is really cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 words.
I mean, and if Razor Fist is a compound word, then Razor Fist is like really cool.
I want that drip, bro.
I do want the drip.
I wanted Dante Bosco to come in here, but I liked it. I liked it.
Hey, that's our review of Shang-Chi. But hey, we're ending this episode, expanding our view on the Marvel Universe a little bit more. We're going to decide. We each picked a moment from our favorite moment we believe is the most
are we not
powerful.
gonna- First,
Well, yeah, go ahead, plug first.
Wyatt plug.
Oh,
you
yeah.
haven't
No,
talked
no.
a lot. You haven't with your stuffy
he's
nose.
plugged
I got
like the
stuffy
last
nose.
4
I got
videos.
stuffy.
He's been plugging his nose the whole time.
I know. He's
Yeah.
plugged right now. Guys, if you like this video, if you like our content, go subscribe. Wiseworks Podcast, like the video, leave a comment, tell us what you thought of Shang-Chi. Tell us, anything you want. Talk to us. We want to talk about it.
Give us something we can talk to you about.
Yeah. Go check out the Wiseworks studio. That's where we do all of our reactions and things. And
other videos.
Yeah, other videos.
Good. So we're gonna go ahead and we each have picked a moment from the Marvel Cinematic Universe we have seen up to this point, and we're saying this is a memorable, very powerful moment, and we're going to take these 3 that we've picked, and we're going to collectively try to decide which one is actually truly the most memorable, most powerful. All right. First one.
This is a powerful moment.
This is. This is, I mean, even for cinema history.
I don't know if you could see that very well, but
Yeah. All right. So basically, this is Hulk punching.
Yeah.
What are those big creatures?
I don't know what they're Chitauri
When
something.
Loki was
Yours?
this is mine.
This is his.
When Loki was attacking New York.
Yeah.
And they had to the Avengers in the first Avengers film had to defend it, and he says this is the great line. I'm always angry.
He kind of smiled a little bit.
And he turns around, slow motion.
Yeah, that slow motion change.
Punching that thing mid transformation. We see it in slow motion. We see the clothes in detail tear off of him.
Yeah.
And he lays his fist on this giant monster. And we see the power of Hulk.
Right.
In its truest form, and we hadn't seen like that slow motion. It was so bad, man. I mean, it was so good.
And you always see when Hulk transforms, he's like, you can't do that. You can't do that every time.
No.
This was awesome.
Yeah,
this was a really good scene.
So it's a good one. Next, all right.
You guys know this scene. You know what's up here.
Look at that stone cold killer there.
I don't think I will ever forget the first suit up. And I'm not talking about the one in the cave, the very first. I'm talking about the first Iron Man suit up, where it's spinning around. All the things are being drilled in. Everything, the mask comes down on top.
It's a lot more PC. It's a lot more PC.
Yeah, this was the coolest moment I had ever seen. On camera ever. And I remember because it was like, I was like, oh, it's Iron Man, he's gonna be building a suit. But when I saw this happen
with the music,
something happened in my mind, and I was like, wait a second, this is a real superhero movie.
Yeah,
this is a legitimate superhero movie.
Yeah.
And no, we're not gonna get into like the fact that his internal organs would all splatter against the inside of the armor if he made the turns that he makes in these movies, or if it were realistic or anything.
You don't think he's created some kind of security system? No.
I mean, come on. When he's falling in the Avengers movie and the suit grabs him and he goes... No.
His brain would be rattled.
The G-forces, no. His organs would be outside the suit. They would turn to liquid and seep through the cracks.
That's a good point.
But this scene, man, beautiful.
Joshua's scene, not very surprising to us.
We Are Groot scene.
Yeah.
The Death of Groot.
Death of Groot.
Which, I mean, with the little lights...
The music.
The cave of
the
security.
Rocket says, you'll die.
You'll die.
We are Groot.
The music, the lights, everything about this scene was really good. And in fact, the other scene I was gonna do, which if I was going for an emotionally powerful scene, was the scene that happens later in this movie where Quill grabs a stone, he reaches for his mother's hand, and Gamora grabs his hand, and they all... The music in this whole movie, this moment's beautiful. Yeah.
So it looks like we have super powerful example. We have bad to the bone example.
Bad to the bone.
And we have emotional example. So which one is it, boys? Which is the most?
I don't know that we can actually decide this. These are all such diverse options.
Yeah. Let the people decide.
Yeah, let the people decide. I think my moment's probably one of the most memorable in like as far as
I don't know. I think Hulk is more memorable.
As far as what people remember, I mean, Iron Man.
Maybe.
You know?
But I think that slow motion transformation
That
kind
was-
of is more memorable. I mean, they even had a good quote right before it happened. It was crafted well.
Yeah, and then but the Groot scene, I mean,
It made us all cry.
it's so beautiful.
I mean, who knew we could fall in love with a CGI tree?
Yeah. Played by Vin Diesel nonetheless.
Yeah.
He was like, "We are family."
He's like, no, that's not the line.
Family.
No, that's not the.
No, it's we are Groot.
Are Groot.
We are family.
Groot. Ellie.
Family.
Family. That's it, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Go check out the Midnight Special Friday night, 10 p.m. We'd love to have you there.
Yeah.
See you there.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. You gonna be okay? You gonna make it?
I'll make it.
He'll make
I'm not
it.
gonna
He'll
die.
be fine.
You sure?
I might die, but
Tell you, look.
You were sniffling.
Get a little bit of
constantly.
Robitussin in you.
Robitussin.
I don't got any
What is that
Robitussin.
gonna do?
Yeah, what is Robitussin?
It's cough medicine.